Hi everyone. I am going to finish up the instructions here. Mr. Dowse, I couldn't find his videos, so you're going to have to put up with me. And I want to talk about isosceles trapezoids. The first thing that is important is there's things that are congruent here, and one of them is the legs are congruent. That is BC and AD. Those are the two legs. AB and DC are the parallel sides. So the legs are congruent. In addition to that, the base angles are congruent. So angle C and angle D are congruent. Angle A and angle B are also congruent. The third thing that is congruent in isosceles trapezoids are the diagonals. So AB is congruent. I'm sorry, I said AB. DB is congruent to AC. Let me write that. For our specific example, DB is congruent to AC. Those two diagonals are congruent. So those are the three things to know. Now, let's use this problem here to do a little problem solving. Let's suppose BD, we make BD, this diagonal, equal to 2x plus 1. Alright, and we make AC equal to 3x minus 11. Let's make it interesting. Let's make BC equal to x plus 2. And one more. Let's put angle C equal to 5x plus 7. Let me just write that over here. Angle C is 5x plus 7 degrees. Alright, the rest are just lengths. Now I want to just find everything that we can. I have both diagonals given here. So we got this x in the way. Let's set 2x plus 1 equal to 3x minus 11. And subtract 2x from both sides. I got 1 equal to x minus 11. Now I'll add 11 to both sides. So 11 and 1 is 12. That is x. So I want to find all the sides and not all the sides, some of the sides and the diagonal lengths. Well, first of all, if x is 12, AC, 3 times 12 is 36. 36 minus 11 is 25. So AC equals 25, and so does BD, because the diagonals are congruent, and if you plug it in, you'll see the same thing. BD is equal to 25. Now BC, if x is 12, that is 12 plus 2. That is a plus. 12 plus 2 is 14. And not only is BC 14, AD is congruent to BC because it's an isosceles trapezoid. That is also 14. Now let's deal with the angles we have here. Okay, I said the measure of angle C was 5x plus 7. And we figured out that x was 12. So I'm going to take 5 times 12 plus 7. And that's 60 plus 7, which is 67 degrees. So angle C is 67 degrees. In addition to angle C being 67 degrees, so would angle D. Its base angle, the one it pairs up with, is 67 degrees. Now, I hope we learned earlier that consecutive angles here, not base angles, but angles on the same side, are supplementary. So the measure of angle B, if angle C is 67, angle B is 180 degrees minus 67 degrees, which is 113 degrees. And the measure of angle A is a base angle with A. Those are congruent, so that would be also 113 degrees. Alright, so amidst this mess, we have a whole bunch of information. Now the next thing I want to talk about are the medians of trapezoids. And the definition, so let me move up here. The definition of the median is a segment in a trapezoid whose endpoints are the midpoints of each leg. So, if I have this trapezoid right here, and this is the midpoint of this side, and this point is the midpoint of this side, then this guy right here is the median of the trapezoid. This is a base. We'll call it base 1. This one is base 2. In addition to that, base 1 and base 2, we have the theorem that the length of the median, and we'll just put it in a formula without variables. The median is equal to the average of the bases. You got this long base up here, you got this little base down here. The median is exactly half of the sum of those two. It is exactly halfway between in size between those two as well. So I'm going to say the median equals half of base 1, meaning the length of base 1, plus base 2. Again, meeting the length of base 2. Remember that. The example I have right here, FC is the median of trapezoid ABDE. FC is the median because F is the midpoint of AE, this leg, and C is the midpoint of BD, which is this leg. You see the markings. So how long is the median? Well, FC, which is the median, would equal half of base 1, 6, and 12, which is half of 18, which equals 9. So our median here is 9. And then let's just do one more example. All right, what I have here is a base. We'll call that base 1. We have base 2 as a variable, unknown, x, but we have the median. So I think we can still use this. The median here is 15. It is equal to 1/2 times base 1, 11.5, plus base 2, which is x. Okay, we'll find x, and then we'll go back and we'll find y. So half of 11.5 plus x. I think the first thing I do is if I multiply this side by 2, and this side by 2, these guys will cancel out, and 2 times 15 is 30, and 11.5 plus x is what's left on the right side. And if I subtract 11.5 from both sides, let's see here, I'll get my value of x. Now I know 30 minus 11 is 19. 30 minus 12 is 18. 30 minus 11.5 must be somewhere between 18 and 19, and I'll bet it's exactly halfway there. So x is 18.5. Now, let's just use that to find y. I have x minus 1, so I know this side is 17.5. Well, if this is 17.5, so is this, and that's how we get y. Y would be 17.5. Just to incorporate a little bit more into the problem. All right. Hope this finds you well. Thank you. Bye.